Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Essence. I completely forgot to tell you in the last video I did where I talked about what I've been working on. I forgot to tell you about the astral work that I've been doing. Now, recently, I've been getting back into astral projection and trying new things. And you know that I did a ritual on Baphomet, made a video about that. You know that I tried to access Alan's power, made a video about that. But, I've recently done work with my astral sanctuary. Now, what do I mean? What's an astral sanctuary? It's a place in the astral where you basically set up shop. You set up a workshop to try different things, experiment, like a laboratory almost. And you can have anything you want in this. In fact, I've actually been working on customizing it lately. So what mine looks like, and I'm going to make a video where I actually draw pictures of what it looks like and the things I've done. But until then, I'm just going to have to describe it to you. So mine has a main chamber where there were these large walls made out of this black stone. And on the ground, it's like stone that has quartz crystal embedded in it. On the walls, I used to have these symbols of gods, and each of them were energized with like a certain color. Like, I had Isis, her symbol, and it glowed like a purple color. There was Rhiannon, and it glowed a green color, and so on and so on. Styx, her symbol, actually glowed with like a grayish black color, which was interesting. When I returned to the sanctuary, because it had been a long time since I actually went there, all the god symbols were gone off the wall. And why would that be? Because I haven't used them in a while, the energy merely fizzled out and transferred into something else in the astral. So, I could easily put them back. And in fact, I have already done 2, which I will get into a little bit, because I got to tell you about the latest creation that I have been actually working with that has actually started becoming a success, and I'm excited about it. So I had started thinking, what if there was a way to create something in the astral that allowed you to siphon negative energy from the lower astral realms? You know, where all the demons and the people stuck in limbo are. Filter it out into neutral energy, charge said neutral energy, and condense that energy for use in your own spells and creations. A machine, if you will. So I got to work on it. So you guys know that I've talked about the Well of Darkness before, which is a well that basically connects to the lower astral realms, and every time you go into the astral, you take anything negative that you are feeling, any stress, any bad vibes, you put it in a ball, and you throw it down the well and seal it. Well, I took that well, and I started going to work on the machine. Because in order for the machine to work, it had to be connected to the negative astral realms already. So in my sanctuary, I made the well appear. It looked just like an ordinary well, you know, with just like bricks all around it and a nice little hooded side there made of wood. Well, I took off the wood part, the top, and I made the bottom, the bricks go into the ground, so there was just a hole in the ground. And I covered it with this large glass tube. and I cast protective symbols around the glass tube to prevent it from breaking. I then made a pentagram filter. I was energizing it in my hand, and then I put it on the cover of the well. And then I added a pump to it around the opening. Up top, I added a tube that was going to connect to the other part of the machine, but I sealed that until I could create it. I wanted to see if I could actually pump the energy out first. So I activated the machine, and it was a no-go. I mean, a little bit of energy came out, but not that much. It seemed like the negative energy, it wasn't able to be pumped in large quantities because the physics of the astral are way different than real life. It's not like pumping water. And I also think that the negative energy of the lower astral realms was actually repelled by the pentagram because it was made of higher energies. And lower energies are repelled by higher energies. So I thought, how am I going to do this? But I set that aside that one night that I started. And I was like, okay, well, I got a little bit of negative energy that actually was filtered out. The negative energy looked like black smoke. And upon passing through a pentagram filter, it became like this white fog. And it was just floating around in the glass tube. And I'm like, how do I energize this? So I tried making a ring of light go up and down, up and down the tube. It wasn't really having much success. So I placed these bands of copper around the glass tube because it's a conductive metal. And I started, I did 2 rings of light, one first going down, one first going up, and they would like slowly meet up with each other and energize. And that gave me a little bit of success. It was kind of charging it, but not in the way that I had hoped. So I thought, and I'm like, how am I going to energize this? So then I thought, wait a minute, let me try some. So connected to the tube, I put these 2 metal wings, shall we say? And there was a pair here and a pair on the diagonal side. And what they were supposed to do was create these energy rings to go up and down and at the same time energize the energy while they were doing it. And these wings were going to spin around as it was doing it, if that makes sense. So there were 4 of these wings, 1 on each side, and they were going to spin around. And while they were doing this, they were going to create these energy rings that were going to go up and down. And that worked. The fog-like neutral energy that I had created started actually vibrating and glowing. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But now with the next part, condensing it. So I connected the tube on the top. I made an opening and connected the tube to another part of the machine that had the 2 wings on the other side, but these were stationary. These were also placed at an angle. They were supposed to push energy towards each other to condense it. So I had the vibrated energy go through the tube, and when it got to the end, it stood there, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. And it was pushing the energy towards each other and condensing it into a little ball. So what I did was I took the newly condensed energy and I cast Awen's symbol on the wall, and it like went upward and then shot toward the wall and created this light blue energy of her symbol. It was very cool. And then I actually got inside the first part of the machine, and it energized me, and I had my conch shell, my conduit from the physical. I made it manifest in the astral, and I shot it at the wall. An energy beam, Rhiannon's symbol came up, and it had her green energy again. So I was like, good, good, good. I was very excited about it. So recently I have found a way to pump the negative energy out of the negative astral realm better. So, hold on. My nose runs early in the morning. But, so what I did was I imagined this root going deep down into the astral realm. And there were multiple branches spanning out of this long root stalk with many different ends to it. And on each of those root ends was a chakra of my own making. And these chakras were going to go clockwise, which draws in energy. And I was going to see if that worked. It did. It soaked up so much of this dark cloud-like stuff. Then I turned on my energy, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And then, when it finally got into the condenser, the energy ball was like this big. Then I took the energy ball, placed it into myself. That energy, like, shot through me. It was like an electric field. If it was in the physical, my hair would be standing up like this. But that's for another reason. But, oh my, oh my, oh my. It gave me such a power boost. When I woke up, I felt this static electricity kind of feeling. It was so invigorating. It was awesome. And I'm going to continue working with this astral machine, but I thought I would tell you guys the story because it might inspire you to create something like that. I wanted a way to create more powerful spells and energize myself more in the astral, and this machine could help me with more creations in my astral sanctuary. So I can't wait to work on those, and I'm definitely going to share those experiences with you when I can. So hang tight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And have a great day, everyone.